Hi, everybody, and welcome to Kickoff Labs live marketing chats. My name is Izzy Palmerin. I work here in marketing at KickoffLabs.com. And let me go ahead and let everybody know in the chat that this event is currently live because we have somebody now saying that it's not live. So let's go ahead and tell them, press play now. We're live. Go ahead and typing that in the chat. So this is a live event. That's why you hear me typing away within our little chat box. Today, we're actually going to be talking about Kickoff Labs' brand new drag and drop landing page designer. So it's a very new tool that we just released a few days ago, and we're extremely excited to have this as part of our brand new feature set. We know that a lot of customers have been asking about it. A lot of customers have been wondering if Kickoff Labs does have a drag and drop designer. Well, now we do, but just so you guys are aware, this is a drag and drop designer that is currently in beta. You know, we went ahead and shipped a very, very stable version, but you might find some bugs here and there. So throughout this actual presentation, I'm going to be actually jumping into the Kickoff Labs drag and drop designer, showing you some of the brand new tools, what you can do, some of the cool features within it. But as I mentioned, some things might break here and there. But you know, the main goal of this presentation is just to show you guys how you can build your landing page from scratch, and also to get some feedback from you. So as you can all see Josh Ledgard, that's our founder, Josh Ledgard, within the chat. And, you know, just go ahead and feel free to leave your feedback on the designer. I invite you to actually follow along. So as I'm building a page, feel free to actually jump in, follow along, jump into your Kickoff Labs account, log in now, and, you know, just jump into the actual designer, tell us what you think. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started really quick. So as I mentioned, we have Josh in the chat. So feel free to ask our founder any questions. You have direct access to our founder, Josh. So that's very awesome, something that a lot of companies don't let you do. And let me go ahead and start sharing my Kickoff Labs dashboard. So give me one quick sec. I might get a little weird. Okay, there we go. So you should be seeing my Kickoff Labs dashboard, and I have the chat open as well. So if anybody has any questions, as I mentioned, Josh is in the chat, but you can feel free and ask Izzy. That's me, the person presenting. You can go ahead and ask me any questions, and I'll go ahead and follow up live for you guys. So just so you can, you know, just so SEO Brett and everyone else is aware, this is a fully live video. You know, today is Thursday, October 6th. I'm on Central Time. Josh is on Pacific Time. So for me, it's 1 p.m. For Josh, it's 11 a.m. And so glad to have you guys with us. So let's go ahead and now jump into the actual, you know, presentation itself, which is the introduction to Kickoff Labs Beta Drag and Drop Designer. And as I mentioned, we're super happy to have released this for you guys. We had a lot of customers asking if we had this available. So how do I get access to it? I mean, there are a couple of ways to actually do that. And I'm going to show just the most basic way, the first way that a lot of customers might be you know, first engaging with this actual drag and drop designer, which is through a brand new campaign. So let's say, and just so you guys know, I mean, I'll show you how to actually access those drag and drop pages if you already have a campaign created in just a few moments. But let's go ahead and first create that brand new campaign. And just to show you that I already have access to those drag and drop pages from the campaign builder itself. So where I can go ahead and I'm going to name my campaign drag and drop. And obviously, in order to access the drag and drop designer, I need to create a landing page. So that way I'll have access to Kickoff Labs landing pages. And currently, we are going to be migrating all of our themes over to the drag and drop designer. However, currently, I believe that the first two themes are the ones that are drag and drop. And also, if you just scroll down just a little bit, so these are our pre-built themes. And if you scroll down just a bit, you can actually start from a completely blank template. So this will, I believe that it'll populate with a headline and a form, but it's really great. Like, let's say you have some kind of mock-up that your designer brought to you, or you have this extremely clear idea of what you want your landing page to look like. The blank template is most definitely a great way to start. However, I want to go ahead and just show you the actual tools. If we have time at the end, I'll go ahead and like create a brand new page from scratch. We should have that time, but for now, I want to go ahead and show that we do have some themes that already are migrated over to the drag and drop. So I'll just choose this clean hero countdown. It's a really great theme, a nice clean header, and then a clean form area. So I'll go ahead and choose that one. There's a couple of other options here. The exit tent basically just adds like a little pop-up widget if someone's trying to leave my site. Generally, it's recommended, but today's focus is on the drag and drop. So let's talk about the actual, what we could do with drag and drop. Yes, you can install a bounce exit tent onto your drag and drop page. That's no problem. All these, all Kickoff Labs tools work seamlessly together. That's no problem. And also, guess what? We've already transferred some of our thank you pages into drag and drop too. So not all of them are available as drag and drop. Let us know, which ones are the ones that you would most like to see transferred over to a drag and drop as soon as possible. That's both for landing page and for thank you pages. But right now I'm going to choose one that I know that is, and one of my favorite ones. It's the Harry's Goes Viral Thanks. This one works really well for all types of campaigns. So you can offer like reward levels, all kinds of cool stuff. So what's going on here? Okay, so basically I already created my campaign with my drag and drop landing page and my drag and drop thank you page. And I don't need to drag and drop an exit intent, but this is going to be installed onto my landing page either way. And I can go ahead and check out the actual drag and drop. It's not going to look any different than any other page. This is the live page, okay? So this isn't the page editor. We're going to jump into that in just a moment, but this is like the actual live page, and it doesn't look any different than any other page. I mean, this is mobile responsive, and it's going to work just like any other Kickoff Labs landing page. Only difference is you have the power of being able to drag and drop and create new sections and all kinds of cool stuff. So I want to go ahead and, okay, so the next step I'll do is obviously I'll go back to the setup where it told me that I'm all done setting up my campaign, and I'll just go ahead and click go to dashboard. Next step now is actually jumping into the designer and going into the drag and drop designer. So previously, when you clicked edit page, it would have taken you to our old designer, which, I mean, we're not going to call the old, we'll call it the previous version designer, but this is the brand new drag and drop designer. So completely new look, completely new functions, but the same old functionality as far as like you can build Kickoff Labs landing pages, and you still get the social referrals, viral tracking, viral boost, all that good stuff. So, I mean, one of like the main features here is that, I can actually just start jumping in and start editing sections, and you see that once I start clicking into sections, they're actually highlighted. So you see that I can actually edit the like the widget itself, the countdown widget, or I can edit the entire section where I can start moving it around. I can, change the actual design, look, and layout of it. I can choose to duplicate. I can choose to actually delete the section entirely. So a lot of different new tools that are available to you. These were not available previously in Kickoff Labs' previous page designer, which still exists, and it's still going to, our previous designer is still going to exist for quite some time. But, eventually we would like to migrate over to this. And yeah, so let us know what you think. If this is your first time seeing this, what do you think about it? I mean, is it easy to navigate? Because obviously we're trying to, as I mentioned, this is still the beta version. And if there's something that's not working for our own customers, obviously we want to make these tools as accessible and easy for you to create a high converting page. So let me go ahead and quickly go back to the chat. I know Josh is answering some questions for us. So awesome. Yeah. So looks user friendly. James is providing a little bit of feedback. So great. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you just like roughly what it looks like at the top. Once you click into sections, you see this move. Let's move something. Let's see if it doesn't break. I know Josh is behind the scenes, probably like, uh-oh, but let's go ahead and start moving stuff around. So what if I wanted to like move this actual, this like countdown area to below the section? All right, cool. So I grab that move and I click, and I'm still, I'm clicking and dragging, and you see that I have some new areas available to me. So at the very top, I can either put it back where it was, or I can, just easily put it down below. And it's, it is pretty intuitive, and it's going to work just like any other drag and drop designer that is available on the market. The big difference is this is fully integrated with KickoffLabs, and you're going to get it, you're going to get a whole bunch of tools that come with this. And yeah, I mean, and you see how easy it is for me to start moving things around. And let me go ahead and start customizing a little bit more of this. So let's say I wanted to like change this actual design, like the background. I didn't want this green. Let's say I wanted like a different bluish color. There's a nice little design button, which hopefully isn't too hidden for you guys. If it is, let us know. But there's a nice little design button that lets me start customizing this actual section. So it says, okay, edit section. And you see that now like it opens up a little page design section. If I click, back to page design, I can change the settings of the entire page. But right now I just want to focus on this header section. So let's go ahead and change the color of it. Let's make it a little bit bluer, and you can see that it's changing in real time. Super beautiful, super awesome. Let's go ahead and change it. Whatever. It doesn't really need to be an exact color, but you get a really good idea of how, how easily I can start customizing this. I can add a background image if I really wanted to, to really brand it with my own, let's say I had like a product image or something like that. I can easily add it to the background. Really easy to do lots of stuff. And you'll probably notice that, I'm actually clicking into this headline section where it's our good old designer, like our good old formatter from the previous designer. This one works really well for us and for a lot of our customers. So we went ahead and integrated this, and it's really easy to like start formatting your text, start changing it. I can make it, well, it's already like that, but I can make it bold. I can choose to make it larger or smaller, a lot of stuff that I can start doing. So the same kind of like formatting and editing experience. Only big difference is, yes, you do get the drag and drop. And let's go and start dragging and dropping some more sections, because you saw that I did just move this countdown below here. That was a really simple change. But how about adding a brand new section? Let's say I wanted to add like a testimonial section down here, like right below my features and right above my footer. Previously, you might have had to contact our support, and it would have taken you, obviously our support is exceptionally fast, and we can add those things for you. We were always happy to add some kind of small customization for you guys, but now you could just add it on your own within a couple of seconds. So there's this nice little plus button. It's add content. So what I want to do, I'm going to add some testimonials right below the features. So let me go and click the add content. And we have like currently we're actually filtering the actual content that's available right now. You see that there's like a little drop down that says default. So this is like all of the default content that we would generally, this is what we generally see on lots of landing pages. So that's why we included it in the default. If you truly wanted to see all of the actual stuff, that's like all of the content sections, content blocks, how you would like to call them, that are available to you, just go and click that drop down, and you can see, you can go through all, you could filter through the forms only, headlines only, you get the idea. So it's really easy to find what you're looking for. So currently I'm looking for testimonials, so it's probably going to be under quotes. I'm very sure that's going to be under quotes, and boom, see, I can kind of see these like quote sections. Alrighty, so if there's really no need for me to start previewing these. I can really just start kind of like pulling it into my page. Let me make sure that I pull it into the right section. All right, so I want to pull it in right under there. So my quotes. Let me scroll down just to make sure that I'm placing it into the exact correct one. Now we know that might take a little bit of trial and error to actually place it, but you know, if you do have any difficulties dragging and dropping, please let us know. Because obviously the page doesn't know exactly where you want it to drop your section, so you kind of have to just be, you know, just be a little bit precise. But if you do have issues, let us know. Please let us know. As I mentioned.
So Izzy, those two sections look a little close there. Is there a property on the design of each of those sections that you could do to fix the spacing between them?
I was about to do that. Thank you for mentioning. That's Josh there. So if you have any questions for Josh, you have access to our founder, go ahead and ask them in the chat. And yes, actually, notice how these, you know, how there's plenty of spacing from your form. There's some nice like margin and spacing here above the subtitle and all these sections. But that new section that I placed seems awfully tight. So yes, there is something that I can add there. There's actually, I can also filter through this. And if I go through the separator, there's a little separator filter, and I could see, okay, so there's some sections that I could pull in, and will actually, give me one sec. There we go. Gives it a nice little, like a little bit more spacing. And if I wanted to like edit that spacing, let's say it's not enough space for me, I don't have to add a new one. I could just go ahead and like just bump up the spacing. Let's say I wanted to do 100. What's 100 gonna look like? Yeah, looks beautiful. Looks great.
You can also, Izzy, just click on the row. So click on the row below that.
Okay.
And click on design.
Okay, click on this design. All right.
And padding at the top there. So there's multiple ways to add spacing. You could add a spacer element like Izzy just showed. You can also just adjust the padding top and bottom of each specific row that you add to the piece of content.
Great, exactly. That's actually really useful, and I mean, since I've been playing around with actual, you know, Designer for some time behind the scenes too, most of the time I was doing it with the spacer, but I like this other option too. Just, you know, it caters to people's design needs, because some people are going to find that separator option. Some, you know, some of you are also going to, you know, prefer to have the actual padding just to have that fine little control. Let's say I wanted to give it just 15 more. Oh, I need that fine control. All right, give it 15 padding more. Perfect. So looks great. So yeah, I mean, I can add this brand new section, this brand new image. I mean, obviously I can swap out this image easily. I can just you know, I could just get rid of it. Hold on one sec. There we go. Get rid of it and just add a brand new one, which is extremely easy. I'm not gonna. Let's see, who should I add for my? That's gonna be my testimonial guy. So really easy to like add these brand new sections. And what if I wanted to like change the settings of the entire page? So you saw that, yes, I can edit these like section per section. Let's say I wanted to make this like little section here a different color. I can actually do that. But let's say like I wanted to change like the page design itself.
Hey Izzy, one more thing before you do that. I know I'm breaking up your flow here. There's an icon there with the quotes. What if you wanted the icon to be something different?
Thank you very much for that. Yes, thanks for pointing that out, Josh. So yeah, we've had a lot of customer requests asking us for like ways to add these cool little icons. You know, these funky little icons. Whoa, what happened there? Now, I didn't know that was actually going to happen, to be honest with you. So I just clicked on it, and guess what? So we had this new icon editor. So this is extremely cool. So what this does is actually pulling in all kinds of different icons that you can add to your page. You can actually search for an icon. Let's say I was like being super nerdy and was looking for like soccer ball or something like that. You can be really specific, and in lots of cases, yeah, we're gonna have like certain icons that you wanted to add. Let's say I was gonna add like a new testimonial icon. How would I look for it? A quote, I guess, would be. So these are some like different quotes that I could look for, and notice that I can actually change the actual size, and it'll preview for, you know, it'll preview for me what the icon is going to look like here at the little bottom where it says icon preview. So like, let's say I wanted to change that color to make it just like a slightly more bluish that my page looked like my header looked like, and I wanted to make that even bigger, a big icon. So it's really easy for me to like edit and change and update and add any kind of icon to my page. Previously, we were actually recommending to like add it as an image, and you would have to like create the actual image and export it in the color that you wanted to. It was a pain in the butt, but now it's super easy. We're really, really happy that this icon editor is now available for you guys. You can see that it's now added for me, my nice big blue quote. And let's say I wanted to add a brand new one. I can go ahead and just click this little leaf icon, which is insert an icon. So let's insert one at the bottom here, just so you can see that I can add a brand new one instead of just editing the existing one. So what do I want to add at the bottom? Like a person or something. Oops, let's see. It's going to be face. I forgot what it's going to look like. Let's just put a person in bed because he's really lazy. Let's call it a lazy testimonial. And you see that I can still customize it. Boom. There we go. Lazy testimonial. So yeah, I can add all kinds of icons. Why would I want to add a bed icon? Who knows? You know, you might need to add this really specific icon. Now I can easily do that. So super powerful stuff. We're really happy to be able to offer these tools to you guys. And so going back a little bit, so you saw that yes, I can edit these sections entirely. How can I get back to that? To like that section editor? I'll just go ahead and click on that, and you see that like the blue highlighted section, this is like only for the text. So that's why you'll see this blue editor. And the green obviously has this other focus. So I could start doing some other stuff too. I can move it, and you know, I just moved it all the way up here, which I probably shouldn't have done, but whatever, no big deal. But that's how I get to like those actual sections here. Okay, so I can get to that design section. You saw where we had that padding. We could change the actual background color. Unless I wanted to make that section just like slightly gray, really, really, really slight gray. Got to make sure that it's not transparent. Oops. Yeah, I might want to do the actual entire section. So I didn't mean to do that. But I want to. Yeah, I know what I did wrong. Sorry about this. So let me show you guys what I did wrong. So since it was highlighting the like this actual green area, just in case you guys run into this too. I mean, because I'm a KickoffLabs team member, and you know, it happened to me now. But just in case you guys run into this, so see how it's highlighted this like only green? That means that it's only going to be editing that area. If I want to edit the entire section, like the background color or the design of the entire section, there's this other green button here at the bottom. And that actually should select the entire background. So I can actually now change this, and it'll change my background color. I'm just going to change it to like a really subtle gray. Great. So looks good. Cool. So and I probably shouldn't have closed out of that, but let's click back into that. So section, I'll go ahead and click that design button. And there's this other one, like at the top, it says back to page design. So as I mentioned, this is only for the section that I clicked design for. If I wanted to edit the entire page design, which I do have the possibility of doing, I'll go and click back to page design. Now this gives me the option to set like the default colors for the for your text and for your links, for you know how they're going to look when you hover over a link, for a background image, which is going to be, you know, taken into account that it's going to be for the entire page. If there's a section like this top section that has another background image, this is actually going to be on top of this. Okay, so just so you take that into account. And so just in case, you know, let me show you guys. If I added a background image, you're not going to see the actual background image yet. I already added it, but you're going to see it once I start scrolling down. Where is it? It's probably going to be hidden somewhere. Maybe I might need to click done. Hey, Josh, where is this background image supposed to pop up? Yeah, so as I mentioned,
I was wondering if you'd run into that in this presentation.
This might be little bugs.
Yeah. No, this page, all of the sections have a color defined.
Oh, there you go. So that's why.
So, so the image is there, but it's hidden behind each of the sections. So when you scroll down and you looked at each of the sections, they all had a color defined that wasn't transparent.
Yep.
And so you're not going to see a page background image. But if you click the design there, I think
I'm going to show you some magic. Yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead and
you should be able to get rid of the background color or make it completely transparent.
Check this out. It's going to start coming through. Ooh, where is it? Oh, here we go. This little section here. See, yep.
Yeah, there's something off there, so it's worth looking into. But that theme in particular had colored sections, so.
Okay. All right. So it's just something, to actually take into account. As I mentioned, we're still just squashing some bugs. If you do find anything that's not working as it should be, please do let us know, and happy to fix it for you ASAP. I mean, not only for you, but for our entire customer base. So, yeah, I mean, just wanted to make things clear that these are the page. So I guess that was a great example where you can see like the actual page design that it's going to set defaults, but each section, it's if you have like a background color or a background image, like the header, for example, and like these sections that have these colors already defined, they will override like these settings. Okay, so if I made this text blue or red, and if I defined it here in my page design black, it's going to be blue or red in my section because I'm overriding that. Okay, and just in case, I mean, because this is like a pre-built template, you could still like drag and drop stuff around, but we still give you the option to actually remove sections entirely, just so you don't have to like go in and delete it, because sometimes it can be a little tedious. So it's really easy just to jump into like the page design. So I click the little paintbrush icon, and it takes me to the page design. And if I scroll down, I see these hide show sections, and you can see that I can easily like get rid of the feature section. If I wanted to, I can get rid of the footer section. So different themes are going to have like different hide and show sections. This specific one has these two feature and footer ones, so it's really easy for me to add, and they've been re-added back because I just clicked them back. But it's really quick, super responsive, boom, boom, really fast. To be honest with you, I mean, I've played with a lot of other designers. I don't want to name other companies, but I've played with a lot of other page designers, and the load time is just horrendous. I mean, you make a change and it just takes forever to actually pop up. So we're really happy to like bring you the latest technology, and our team has been playing with like a lot of like smart code just to make sure that this is snappy, responsive, and just meant to be as fast as possible. Cool. So if you've been, if you've used KickoffLabs previous landing page designer, you would have, I'm sure that you've seen the settings tab on the left hand side. This is still available, but now it's like a little gear icon. And if you click on the settings, this is where you could still define whether or not you want to add an exit intent widget. Currently, it is added, but I'm not going to see it yet. I'm only going to see it on the publish page, and I'll show you how I can actually publish and preview this page in just a moment too. And there's some really cool preview options. So yeah, you most definitely want to see those. And you can still add, your page title, your meta description, all the stuff that Facebook is going to be pulling, which is once again the share title, the share description. Be sure that you add your Facebook share image, all of that good stuff. Just add it all here. You can add your favicon, and you can still add any kind of like footer or header script. So let's say you want to make any kind of like, add some kind of JavaScript, or maybe make a little CSS tweak. You can actually add any kind of code here. So still powerful stuff. I mean, it's still like when it's rendered, it's still an HTML page where you can add a lot more functionality to it. And once again, if you're familiar with the previous designer, you'll notice that there's a thanks tab here. So you notice that, okay, so during the actual setup, we set up the thank you page. So currently this is going to be redirecting to a thank you page. If someone signs up through the form here, they're going to be redirected to the thank you page. But I can actually set an in page, or like a confirmation message where people could see the thank you message directly on this page, as opposed to being redirected to a dedicated thank you page. And this could all be customized through here. So really easy for me to customize all that. So yeah, I mean, before I actually go ahead and preview this, let me go ahead and show you a little bit more about the form, because I know that a lot of customers have different types of needs where you might need to collect different information, not only an email address. Well, I still can edit this form entirely. Like, let me go ahead and show you what I can do. I can start clicking into this, and notice how I clicked like outside of the actual section a little bit, and I hover over this. It gives me these other options where I can add a form field. I can edit the form colors. I can show hidden fields, and just in case I needed to send any type of hidden fields. It really depends on my business and on my campaign itself. But in this case, let's go ahead and just add a brand new field, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually do that. Now I should be able to add a field. One sec. So this is my email one. And let me make sure that I should be able to add one. Okay, so this is probably going to be one of those small bugs. I do apologize for that. So what if I can't add one? Let's see what's going on with this. But we'll go ahead I'll make sure that our tech team takes a look at it.
I hate to say this, Izzy, but just reload the designer.
I was about to do something like that. Exactly. Okay, first let me save my changes, or should I save my changes, Josh?
It won't matter.
Well, yeah, exactly, won't matter. So let me go ahead and just do that. So just in case you run into any type of problem, please let us know. Please do let us know. Now that small error probably was because I was like reloading this page. Okay, so we might have run into one of those small bugs, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and try to override that bug. If not, I'm just going to exit this actual designer and show you how I could create a brand new page from scratch, and we shouldn't run into any of those bugs. Okay, so apologize for that, but let's go ahead and first let's preview this page really quick. So I just want to show you that we have some new preview options. Before, with our previous designer, actually, you would have only had the option to preview your page like in full screen mode, where you click the preview button and you would only see you would see your full page screen, like your full screen landing page. Sorry, I was a little distracted here. I'm getting a lot of messages. So anyways, now you have the possibility to actually preview your page in different mobile views. So lots of people are viewing your landing page in a tablet, and if you notice up here in the right-hand side, top right, you see we have these new buttons. So these provide different types of views for you. This is a desktop view, so currently I am in the desktop view. But if I click like the tablet view, this is going to create a preview of what your landing page is actually going to look like on a mobile tablet. So this is a really, really great example of roughly what your page would look like. Some adjustments that you might want to make to the actual page. Make sure it's optimized not only for desktop but for mobile devices too. And what about like on iPhone? Well, not iPhones, but like smaller mobile devices, not a tablet, but a handheld mobile. I can click on the actual mobile preview, and I do get this other type of preview. So really useful stuff, for me to be able to preview my page, what it's going to look like on a mobile phone. If there's any type of tweaks that I might need to make to my page in order for the experience to be, consistent across these three device sizes. So, generally you're just going to get desktop. Obviously, desktop is going to vary. Like you'll get some people that are going to be like on a smaller desktop, but that's why you can just like easily scale it down like this. But yeah, just so you can easily preview the different types of sizes. And let's go ahead and exit this actual designer. Right now, I just want to go ahead and click the big old X button, and this will actually just take me back to my campaign dashboard. So we're going to figure out what was going on with that little bug behind the scenes, but don't fret. Let's go ahead and create a brand new landing page from scratch. And I'm going to show you how to do that and how to customize your form fields too. So let's say you already have your existing campaign. So these are all my campaigns that I have, and I want to, I already have my existing landing page. Maybe that wasn't a drag and drop one, but I'd want my brand new one to be a drag and drop landing page. Okay, so To do that, you can easily just click the big Add New Landing Page or Widget button. So I'll do that now. And you're going to see the same options here, but basically I want to create a brand new drag and drop landing page. It is going to be under the landing page section. So I'll go ahead and click Create a New Landing Page. Now, I don't have to worry about naming this. I can name it later, but you'll see that the first section already says, okay, so we are in beta. So these are our brand new drag and drop templates. These are ready to go components, that you can just easily drag and drop to create your perfect landing page. So you saw that during the actual campaign setup, I chose the clean, hero, and countdown. But for this one, as I mentioned, I want to go ahead and create a brand new one from scratch. So there's the blank start from scratch option, and that's one we're going to be choosing. So I'll go ahead and click choose. Alrighty, so as I mentioned, this is the perfect option if you already have like some kind of mock-up or you already have a great idea of what you want your landing page to look like. Let's say you found this like blog post that's like telling you this is the formula for creating this perfect landing page, and it works for your business, because guess what? I mean, there's no exact formula. But let's say you find this like design that you say to yourself, this one's going to really work for my business. This is the perfect way to recreate that. So with the blank template, with the start from scratch template, which you get, all you get from here is just a headline to actually start with. So it's really about just clicking the add content button and selecting the actual sections or the content blocks that are going to work best for you. So let's say that I want to actually start with this one. Actually, I was going to put it at the top, but it's no problem. Let's go ahead and remove this one entirely. So let's get rid of this one. So you saw that I just deleted that. And there's a spacer at the top, so I want to go ahead and delete that too. I'll just click that spacer and click the delete. It'll ask me if I want to. So yes, I'll confirm delete. And you'll see that I pretty much start with like a clean page with a nice headline. I might want to bring it down just a little bit. Nice little headline and a form. But I want to start customizing my form. So I want to add a brand new form field. So I'll go ahead and once again, like click this section and hover above the form, and it should let me add this form field now. Let's go ahead and click it now. Perfect. So this is the actual form item editor, where you can pick which type of form field you want. And the second step would be to actually set it up. So I'm just going to want to choose the single line, because I'm already asking for email address. Let's say I just want to ask for like their name. Okay, so that's going to work as a single line. I do have some other options. Just as with our previous landing page designer, you can still add some additional ones, a paragraph, checkbox, multiple choice drop down. But a new one too is the hidden field. Previously, you had to actually I believe it was like jump into the actual code and add like a hidden field. I really forgot how we were recommending customers actually do it, because we've now simplified this. Like the easier way to add any kind of hidden field, let's say you wanted to add some kind of like campaign information over to MailChimp, or let's say you just needed to collect this other hidden field, you can now easily do so. So happy about that new addition. So I just want to create a single line text. As I mentioned, I just want to collect a person's first name. So I'll go ahead and click that. And it's already set up for me. Like there are already some predefined fields, which is the first name, last name, name. I can create a brand new custom field, like let's say for like telephone number, or what's your business name or whatever. I can do it with the custom field, but since I already have name predefined for me, I'll go ahead and just click that name, and I'll say, okay, so what's your name? And that should be pretty much good enough. Let's go ahead and place like the placeholder help text. This is actually going to be like what it's going to say if someone like hovers over the actual form field. So you can get really granular. Like you could tell them, all right, this is a form field. This is what it says above it, like the actual form label, and you could tell them, all right, so this is what you need to do to actually enter your name if you wanted to add that extra type of information. And I could choose to make it required or not. I can change the actual form field size. Right now, let's just go ahead and leave it at medium, and that's all I need to do. Let's go ahead and click Add Form Field. There we go. We can see that, well, I did add the label, so let's go ahead and remove that label. But I'll do that right now. But I mean, you can already see that I have my email and I have my name. But generally, you probably want to see name and then email. So you see that once I'm hovering above the form field, I get a little icon where I can just click and drag, and that's how I can easily just rearrange my fields. But let's go ahead and get rid of this what's your name form, like the form label above that. I'll go ahead and just edit this. And I want to click show form label, so that like the editor just changed just a little bit, like it just moves over to the side. But you know, let us know what you think, if it's working for you, if it's not working for you. And this is where I can, I'm sorry?
Click done.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is where I was gonna like just finish it up, and I'll click done, and you can see that it changes, it updates for me. So really powerful stuff. I mean, I just wanted to make sure that you guys kind of just get a really good idea of how I can easily customize my form field, rearrange stuff. I can add new form fields. I can add hidden ones. So really powerful stuff. We're just about winding down. So, I mean, we really like to use like the last 15 minutes of any type of like presentation for Q&A. So it's about like 3 minutes left before 15-minute mark. But Josh, I'm not sure if there's anything that I might have omitted that you wanted to make sure that our customers do see.
No, I mean, it's important. We wanted to show this to a few people and walk through it to anybody that was here, get the feedback, which we've heard some good comments in the designer on it. And just if you have any other feedback, you can leave them here, or just always email support. It's something we're going to be iterating on and developing rapidly over the next couple weeks. I think the only thing I would say is, you know, you could probably show the page-wide properties on this page, because there shouldn't be any sections with colors here. So if you wanted to just take another shot at the page-wide background image and colors there.
Sounds good. Okay, so I mean, we do have a lot of requests where people say, hey, you know, let's say I want to customize the entire background. You know, I might want to add an entire background image. So I could do, oops. So you'll go ahead and just go ahead and click the actual page settings, which once again is the little paintbrush. I'll go ahead and click that, which is page design. And yeah, let's go ahead and try to change the actual background color. Right now, I believe that it's hard coded as this, so I can start changing it around, and you can see that'll, you know, it'll update if I really wanted to actually change the color. But let's go ahead and change the background image. So we'll go ahead and make a complete background image. Let's get this little one. So you see, there you go. That's pretty much how quick and easy I can add a background image. And oh, what happened to my text? I can't read it anymore. Well, I can change the font color. Boom. See how quick it's changing, and change the body text too. Make sure everything is readable on the page. I honestly think it looks great already. I mean, I would just launch this. I mean, and like, let's say this page was already done. Okay, let's add another testimonial section, and then I'll add, what else might you add to your page, Josh? I mean,
something that literally just came in via support was somebody saying, could I add a countdown timer to any other page?
Boom. All right, so let's add a countdown timer. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that countdown timer roughly above the form. I guess that'll work. Let's maybe below the form. Yeah, so I just put a countdown timer on my page. I didn't have to fiddle with any type of JavaScript code. You know, I didn't even have to look at any type of HTML code. I don't even, you know, it's super easy. Wow, I'm actually surprised myself. I honestly, I didn't think it was going to be this responsive. I think our team has been doing some stuff behind the scenes, because it's super responsive. Great to hear. Great to know. So yeah, let's go ahead and change this. Obviously, my campaign is going to end in 2019. It's probably going to end 2016. It's going to end in a month. Okay, so there we go. It's going to end in 54 days. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, you can see how quickly I can actually change it. And I could style this too. Like, let's say I want to change the color. I didn't like the boxy layout, and I could change the style. Really, really easy for me to actually change it. Let's go ahead and see what other one there is. The minimal, really nice. Yeah, really nice different styles. If you guys see different style that you think might work better for us, let us know. Right now, I'm just literally just playing around with the settings too.
Daphne had a comment. So I want to actually show adding like a hero section to this page, like a blank page with a hero section. So for now, take off the background image and make it white again in the background.
Alrighty. So let's go to remove this.
Yep.
And we'll go ahead and make that background 100% white.
Yep, and make you probably want to make the fonts readable again on the white. Yep.
Let's go and make them a little darker. There we go.
Yep. And now add a header section to that.
Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and filter through and find those headlines
and heroes. Yes, exactly. And add down below that first one with the inline form.
Alrighty. Yeah. So let's go ahead and hero section with the form. We're going to add that at the very top of this page.
Yep. And then because now that section has a form, you might want to delete the second form.
All right. Let's go ahead and just click big old delete.
Yep. This just really quickly how to add a section. So there's prepackaged sections, and if there's other types of prepackaged hero sections, Daphne or anybody else that you'd love to see us have, let us know. And it's obviously something we're looking at adding to our library of snippets and available page components that you could add to. But you can kind of see, this is how you can edit and add a hero section to a blank, like starting from a blank page. And then obviously each of the different pages have different designs, whether they're full width or not full width within this. This blank page is a design that's intentionally not full width. And so you'll notice it's constrained within a certain area. We could, if there was request, make a blank page that was full width, and then those snippets would expand and be full width within the page. So hopefully that answers your question, Daphne. Oh, she got it. No problem. James says, answered everything. Looking forward to trying on the next page. Daphne says, grouped as part of the header section. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, we do group things together. It's something, if you have a specific request, you can maybe email us and we can work through it and see how we can support you.
Great. So I would like to, just personally thank everybody for joining us today. We're just about winding down. So if you do have any additional questions, please feel free to leave them within the chat. Oops, I believe it still says that we're offline. So apologies for that. I should have removed that message. So, so Josh and I are going to be online and in the chat for the next few minutes. And I do invite you, immediately following this actual presentation, jump into the actual drag and drop designer, play around with it. If you do happen to break anything, please do let us know. But I'm pretty sure you won't. You notice that it's pretty stable now. What's really cool is that it's incredibly fast to actually build like a really great looking page. You saw how I just pulled some sections into this actual page. At first, it was just a simple headline. Now it has a header section, a form, a countdown, and I can easily add those additional sections. And to actually see that live page, I'll just go ahead and click publish. And here's my live page. It's already on the internet. I could share it with you guys within the actual chat. And you can actually see that this is a page that I built from scratch. It's probably not the greatest looking page at this time, but yeah, really easy to actually do. So please jump into the actual drag and drop designer. You saw how to do it from your existing campaign. Go to the actual pages and click add new landing page or widget, or just from the pages and widgets, click add new page or widget, and then select landing page, and you'll see the beta drag and drop templates. Okay, so looking forward to hearing back from you guys and seeing what you guys come up with as far as landing page design. So yeah, and if you do design anything beautiful, we're probably gonna want to use your actual design too. Who knows? Yeah, just looking forward to what you're actually designing. So have a great afternoon. And if you have any additional questions, please feel free to email support@kickofflabs.com. Have a good one. Thanks, Josh, for joining me today too. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.